stream too much longer. Hey, I see one number in there. It is my nephew, Brian. How's it going, Brian? First viewer, possibly the only viewer. We will see. We are out here at the football field track, doing some walking, getting some exercise in. And I'm guessing you can hear me. Oh, there's one. Tracy Gale. Hi from Canada. How are we doing, Tracy? Brian says he's doing good. That's good. How was school today? You better have been there. You're not skipping school on us, are you? And Gail's from Canada, huh? Wonder what part of Canada you're from there, if you're in line with me in Wyoming or if you're east, west, etc. If either of you could let me know if the audio video, is it okay? Obviously, I'm using cell phone service here, and it's not a wired connection, so it might not be the best, but we are giving it a go. This is the first attempt at a live stream. So we have, Brian says, awesome, it was fun. That's good. Fun should be had at school these days. I don't know if it always is, but should be. And Tracy says, good to see you. I'm doing good. And I know the word. I don't think I can pronounce it. Let me try. Saskatchewan. Is that the word? I believe it is. Didn't do too bad. And to be honest, I don't know where exactly that is, but I have heard it before. Yeah, I was live for about 5 minutes, and it was saying there were 0 viewers on here, so I was very close to just dropping the stream. I gave it a try, but I see I have 2 or 3 viewers now, so that's kind of fun. Said first attempt, so it has been sprinkling on me here. You can see the sky behind me. There, you can kind of see it, a little bit dark. We're at the local track football field area and just getting some walking in. Tracy says, perfect, that's good. I'm guessing you're referring to the stream. Glad it's doing well. Just above North Dakota, I'm guessing. All right, so you're not too far. You're a little bit to the east as far as vertical location of me. North Dakota's to the east and upwards, so yeah. Pretty cool. I got a couple viewers in here. I was just recording a video for the channel, and what I was saying, and you might see it in a video, we'll see, is we are still doing carnivore. Everything's been going well. And yeah, I was making a video about goals, and I was trying to relate it to walking around a track as far as our setbacks and our progress. And as I was trying to make this video, something on my phone is not working correctly, and I keep hitting my video recording limit. And I think it's due to my storage is getting low, so I tried to delete a bunch of videos. And you said I said that word perfect. That's awesome. Sometimes my letters get a little mixed up when they come out, but it was pretty impressive, I thought. So thank you for that. Yeah, still at 3 viewers. That's good. Nobody's leaving out yet. So any other questions? If anybody has questions, I will attempt to answer them. So I'll continue with my story here. I was trying to make a video, and my video recording limits are being hit. And I believe it's due to my storage on my phone. So I may need to go through and do a bigger cleanse of the files, because I know I have about 11,000 images and lots of videos of the kids and other things from many, many years ago up till now. So I may have to do a bigger purge on the older videos, or just go and save them onto a drive. That way my video on my phone can come through. So, all right, you said, Tracy says, I'm into my 3rd month and going strong. That's awesome. And Brian says, that's a lot of images. Yes, it is. So we'll start with Tracy. 3 months, that is awesome. I would guess you are doing carnivore. or a keto or low carb of some sort. I can't keep everybody straight that's been through the channel or left comments, so I apologize if you have and I can't remember. Hopefully it's going well for you. If you have, tell me what are your biggest struggles when trying to do carnivore or low carb or keto or whichever way you're eating at the time. What are you running into on a daily basis, weekly basis right now? Brian, I'm sure you have quite a log of videos building up, unless you just delete them all. I've noticed with your channel, you have been doing that, where you post some videos and you get going, and you build up a collection, and then all of a sudden I check back and they're gone. So I don't know what your plan is there, but we're hanging in there. I keep checking back to the channel when I can. Usually if I get a notification, then I go click on it right away, because otherwise I forget. I got a lot going on, but I try to get over there, at least hit the like button for you. Can't always comment, and I watch your videos. So all right, Tracy says carnivore, no struggles yet. That is amazing. Thank goodness. Yes. I'll tell you, I am approximately 6 weeks, I think, back on carnivore. Hello, Lisa's Blessed Life. Welcome to the first live stream. Good to see some more people jumping on. So Tracy, what I was going to say is, well, I thought I knew what I was going to say. Give me just a second as it's loading. Oh yeah, I'm about 6 weeks back on the carnivore. As some of you may know, I've been around the carnivore stuff for about 11 months, and it's pretty steady for about 3 months. And then it was just been up and down, off and on, for all the way up until about 6 weeks ago. So I've been recommitting back to the carnivore lifestyle and or diet, whichever one you prefer. As we know, diet means a way of eating. So a lot of people say it's not a diet. Okay, well, it is a way of eating. So whichever way you prefer, but I do get the point. So like I said, we had Lisa's Blessed Life coming back in, or she's coming into the live stream, I should say. That's awesome. And Brian says he is sitting in his treehouse, chilling. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you had a treehouse. Yet again, I haven't been over to your house in a while. Did you get a new treehouse, or is this? Well, I do remember you had a play set of some sort right in your front yard there. Maybe that's what you're talking about. And Tracy says, I am 69 years young. That's right. We never get old. One of the questions I've been asking people lately is, at what age do we, sorry, I got an itch. At what age are we not children anymore? Do you have an answer? So Brian says, no, it's the same. Yeah, okay. I got you now. Yeah, I do remember that little play area you got. Brian, what do you got for videos coming out here? You got any plans here? Any more trailers or garden abandonment videos or prank videos? Yeah, Brian, he's got a channel. If you guys are interested in checking him out, one of his recent videos that I enjoyed was, I don't know if it's up there yet or still on his channel, but he went into a Burger King and asked where the nearest McDonald's was. So I thought that was pretty funny. That's kind of the stuff I used to do when I was younger. So see, it runs in the family. All right. Tracy says forever young. That's right. 69 years old. Is that what it said? Yeah. 69 years young. You're doing well. That's good. And no issues so far on your 3 month. Now, is this the first time you've been on carnivore, Tracy, or have you been on it before? And Lisa says, I'll let you know when I get there. Oh yes, you're talking about my phrase from earlier about at what age do you become an adult or quit being a child? Is that what you're talking about, Lisa? Brian says maybe some gaming or something like that. All right. Have you been playing a new game, Brian, or are you Still with the Garden of Ban. All right, Tracy says first time for me. Okay, that's awesome. All right, Lisa says yes, so I was correct on that. I don't think there's an age. I think we were all still children. The look of us changes and our actions change and our ideas and thoughts change over time. There's a carnivore Scott. Welcome to the first stream here. We're out walking on the track, as you can see. I'm not sure how many laps in we are. I'm just doing my best to keep on talking. Those of you that don't know, I don't talk much. So you're getting about a week's worth of talking here in this short little bit. 16 minutes so far. All right. Been a long day for you. Yes, Scott, it has. Started early. 6:05 with a phone call from work. So got off work about 6:30. So gotta get something in. Some exercise. I was gonna go running and I was gonna go out in the hills today. And I ran into a dog on the street or on the road. It's out on a county road. And he was just laying there on the side. So I turned around. I thought maybe he was hurt or someone dropped him off. And oh, howdy, Woodster. All right, yeah, Brain Wood there. Yeah, I thought this dog was hurt, but turned around and get out of the truck. Took a picture of it because I thought, well, I better take a picture of it before I approach it. That way I can post it on Facebook. That's a pretty common thing we can do here in this small town. And it's very likely that the owner will find it. There's only about, I think, 4,500 to 5,000 people here. So likely you're going to find your dog, or someone will know whose dog it is. So I got that, posted on Facebook, and what I was saying is I got out of the truck, and the dog just took off sprinting down the road. All right, we got T-Wood 56. If that's who it is, that would be my brother. He's watching the stream here. Welcome to the first live stream. And I'm showing 9 viewers here. It's very surprising. So if you guys are on carnivore, low carb, keto, or doing anything else like that, let me know in the comments. We know that Carnivore Scott is obviously doing that. And we have Lisa's Blessed Live. Going back to the comments here. Tracy Gale is 3 months in to carnivore, first time. Not having any struggles right now, which is awesome. We know Carnivore Scott, he's got a live stream that usually is Monday through Thursday, I believe 8 or 9 p.m. Central Time or Eastern Time. Can't remember. We're Mountain Time here. I can't always remember what time you start, Scott. Feel free to put it in the comments. Scott is one of the guru carnivore streamers. That's what I'm going to call you. He has been very consistent and is well known for his after parties. So that's where I'm usually hanging out in the evenings, at least listening if I can. Let me scroll back. Brian says, Dad, yes, that would be your dad if he's in here. Carnivore Scott says, nah, not surprising at all. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Let's see here. Tracy says arthritis is completely gone now. It's awesome. Isn't that amazing? You can think you have arthritis for the rest of your life, and it's non-curable. But as soon as you cut the carbs and sugar out, it disappears. It's highly frustrating to think about how many people are out there that don't know this and they are not willing to give it a chance. Brainwood says, I've been doing low carb for 4 weeks. Since I started teaching again, dropped from 298 to 276 today. That is awesome. That is my brother. He is low carb, so he's 86, 96, 22 pounds, 4 weeks. He's back in the school year. All right. Carnivore Scott. Wait, I missed another one. Let's see. No, he says normally around 9 Central Time, okay? And I wouldn't go guru. All right. Hopefully it's not getting too windy for you guys. I'm just using my phone here. It was kind of windy. It was raining earlier. Not Not surprising at all. We are in here watching your channel. We have been waiting for this day for a hot minute. Yeah, I've been trying to get it going. Been very busy, but figured if I'm out here, let's test it out. Let's see how it goes. And it seems to be working all right. So we're 20 minutes in, haven't had any technical issues yet. Hopefully we don't have any. And Scott, I have that webcam now. So eventually I'm going to get into one of your streams with you. Or do like this, one of my own on a different time from you. So we're just working our way back in as I've trying to record a video earlier. And I'm running out of storage space on my phone. So it's giving me a, not a code, but it's giving me a limit there and it's blocking my recording time. So I tried going through and deleting some of my videos. Didn't seem to work. So I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper on that. It seems to be my, what do you call it, a pitfall? It's trying to record videos and then failing. Either audio issues, which obviously I'm not even using my nice mic right now, or the dead cat wind protector I received from my aunt could be being used right now, but it's not, as I'm just using my phone here. Says nice, or I'll join you. Yeah, let me see. I don't know if I can even get you in right now. Oh wait, I see a guest button. Let me see here. I will try to have it open for you if you want to jump in. Some other people out here walking right now, surprisingly. Okay, we got Laura Conway. Oh, yeah. StreamYard limits what I can do for 30 days. Yeah, that must have been where you hit your limit, Scott. You had to go up to the next level, I think, if I remember right, which still waiting for you to decide where I can pay for your first month there. Anyways, Laura's in here. Hi. Welcome to the first live stream here. We're out walking on the track. Let's see. Sorry, brain has been using my YouTube, but I'll fix it. All right, no problem. I don't know whose channel is what anymore. I just, when I see an update or a notification, I go watch it. Try to support him on his channel. All right, Carnivore Scott says, yes, I had to go up to the paid feature. Yep. Sure, that'll happen eventually too on my end if we continue to do some live streams. So if you can see behind me here, I don't think I can zoom. My head's in the way. Right there, you see that tower? There's actually I think it's a 5G tower right here. So that's why I was hoping this would go smoothly, as should be getting great service here. All right, so what do we got here? Said people to use Google One. Don't know, was Google One? Trying to remember if that's something you've told me about. Is that an internet or a phone service? I can't remember. I'm the real one. Okay, Brain says he's the real one. All right. Yes, I see that tower. Yeah, it's up there. I know there's some crows like to hang out up there. I don't know. They must like a little nest up there or something. So, Scott, how was your day? I know you always like to ask for any of the non-scale victories. So if anybody has any of those, feel free to share. And the question I asked earlier, when we only had a couple people in here, was what are the struggles that you're having currently, either day to day or week to week, on carnivore, low carb, keto, etc.? I think the main issues I'm having right now is mostly related to the technology side and YouTube. As far as, like I was saying earlier, with recording videos, having time to go out and balancing that between spending time out here doing this and trying to edit videos and then spending time with my family. So I'm trying to balance it. If you think balance is a real thing, we might be lying to ourselves. So I think we just got to set some limits, and yeah. So that's where I've been doing lately, is trying to adjust that. I was pretty heavy there for about 5 weeks on my videos and all that, so got to find a little bit different route to take. It's just taking up too much of my time. So I am training a new person at work this week. So although it's good, in the long run, it's going to be good. As far as having extra help, this week it's taking up extra time because we still have the normal duties to do, but we also are training. So it's taking, everything's taking a little bit longer, but it's gonna even out here. Switch back this way so the wind's at my back here. Let me go through the comments. Scott says, it was good. I got into an old shirt, but went to a buffet for dinner. Uh-oh. What does that mean, Scott? Does that mean you just ate all meat there? Or does it mean something else? And now when you say old shirt, how old is this shirt? Is it something you've been holding on to for a long time? Hoping you're gonna fit in? Because I got a few of those in my closet. We'll see if we get there. I struggle yet with upset stomach at times and lots of cramps, even with electrolytes. Interesting. All right, the wind's picking up here. I may need to head back to the truck for this. So you're taking your electrolytes. I'm guessing they're your electrolytes that you make, Scott? And you're still getting cramps. Interesting. I wonder, are you using, when you make your electrolytes, Scott, are you using your own formula, or are you actually going based off of, let's say, some of the brand names? So I know they do provide their, their formula list, etc. So I don't know. You can put in the comments below on that. Family time is the most important thing, and you know that. Yes, I do. That is why you have not seen me or heard from me in about a week, to a degree. I try to jump in for a few minutes, but it's not the right time usually as of right now. So doing what I can. And let's see what we got here. My struggle is actually starting to work out. I really just need to do it, but I keep putting it off. Yeah, that is a big struggle, isn't it? I know I've had that plenty of times in my life. And I don't know. I'm not sure what the key is or the fix for that, but I think having your why and knowing why you want to do it. Because clearly it's there. It's in your mind. You know you want to do it, but the desire to do it is not strong enough yet, right? Which maybe you need another why. Or, as I've said in some of my previous videos, maybe something else is going to happen. You may be forced to have to take things a little more seriously. I don't know your full situation, so I'm walking out of the track here, get in the truck so you guys can hear me. I'll read some of these comments here. And if any of you would put in the comments there, hopefully you could actually hear me. All right. So lights are not great, but it'll work. All right, we have 12 viewers, it says. Awesome. All right, so Brian says, how do you not eat sweets like cinnamon rolls, cereal, family meals, etc.? That's a good question. And as I was just telling Lisa's Blessed Life, I have decided, that's a key word there, I have decided that for now, I have goals. Shut that off. I have my goals and I'm set on them. And usually when I've got something set in my head, I can do it. And it's when I give in that first time, second time, that you get off course. So I'm set right now. And I was recording my video earlier, and we had some food come into the house this week, and I did have some of it. It was fresh raspberries, and I was putting this in my video earlier before I decided to do a stream. So I did have some fresh raspberries this week, and it was delicious, but I stayed right on track. I didn't overeat them, and they were delicious. So let's see here. Carnivore Scott, he says, I ate all meat. The shirt is about 45 years old. All right. So that's good. I'm surely you had some temptations there at your, what's it called here? Right here, the buffet. Yeah, buffets. I'm sure that's very hard to walk by all that fresh, hot food. Even though the meat's delicious, some of the carbs and sugars are delicious too. But Scott, it sounds like you stuck with it and you know what your goals are. So Laura Conway, I'm behind guys on the comments. Sorry here. maybe you can get your kids to come on walks with you. I don't know their ages. All right, yeah. We do occasionally go on walks as a family. The wife and the kids were currently gone when I got home from work, and so they couldn't come tonight. But we do go out with the push bike trailer, and we get out if I'm home on time and all that. Ages are 1 and 3, so the 1-year-old, he definitely rides in the bike trailer as we push him usually, and then the 3-year-old, he can walk or ride his bike, or ride in the bike trailer with his brother. Carnivore Scott, no, I do both mine, some supplements and keto chow drops. Okay, yeah, I've tried the keto chow drops, and those work good for me. I did notice, I'm not sure if it was just the drops or if it was because I was taking too much, but I kind of had some upset stomach a little bit, kind of like you were just saying, actually, now that I think about it. And yeah, I was on the toilet a little bit more, and I think I was taking too much of the keto chow. Could have been that, mixing with too much bacon or butter, too much fat in general. They say that can cause things to loosen up a bit. Grady says hi. Hi, Grady. Thanks for watching with your brother and your dad. Tracy says, I'm in training on a new job. I work at a Belgian chocolate factory. I'm not a chocolate lover, thank goodness. Wow, that's got to be hard. Even though you're not a chocolate lover, you smell it all day, you see it all day. That's the ultimate tester, right? You all day you get to put off not trying this, although it's probably against the rules. I'm guessing. I don't know what kind of factory it is. I'm just imagining. Lisa's Blessed Life says, Queen of Procrastination. Yep, have had that in my life as well. What do you think? Obviously, you know why you're procrastinating it. What would be the worst thing that could happen, Lisa, if you made it a very strict goal for you? Let's say you're on a free day, and you said, tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., I'm going to get these shoes on, and obviously this would need to be your free time, but I'm going to do this at 8 a.m., and I'm going to get out, and I'm going to walk from here to there, and that's it. And it could be 2 minutes. I've heard that is one way that people can start things that are hard, is you get it very specific and detailed, and you get it planned out, and that helps sometimes. So that's a good way to get into it. Here we have Laura says, maybe you can ask the doctors on the 24-hour homestead how. I'm trying to remember what that would be about, Laura. Sorry. We've got a lot here. So I'm going to go on. Carnivore Scott says, great idea. Okay, so you guys must have been just communicating about that. That's better. All right, I'm guessing because I'm in the truck. Carnivore Scott, the temptations were not an issue. The fried chicken was, but hey, it happens. That's true. All right, Laura says, great ages. They grow up faster than you think, so enjoy. That is very true. And that is something that I am experiencing. Just checking the messages here, make sure everything's good. All right. Yeah, 3 and 1. Seems like they shouldn't be that old already, but they are. And the 3-year-old just started preschool last week. So he is now 2 hours twice a week in preschool, which is crazy to think about. And yeah, the other one's just turned 1. He's about ready to start walking. So time sure does fly by. I've had this discussion many times with people, is we get so stuck in our everyday life and it just kind of breezes by. And I think it's due to intentionality. I think I've talked about this in one of my videos, but a lot of us, we just kind of float through our days and float through our weeks, and pretty soon it's months and then years. And I like to have goals. I like to have things set in place, because if you can't aim at something, you're not going to hit it. That's the way I've learned, and the way I try to do things is I have set goals, because I know I'm reaching for something, and I have intentionality about getting there. All right, Brian says, how long do you walk? Well, Brian, it depends. Depends if I'm going with the family, depends if I'm out here. Usually I'm not walking on the track. I've been doing sprinting. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sprints in the last 4 weeks. It's been a little slower this week, but usually I'm doing that because it is great for reducing the visceral fat. Wait, is it visceral? Oh, I think I forgot which one it is. Anyways, there's a fat that actually accumulates inside of us around your organs and can cause a lot of health issues. And one of the best ways to actually eliminate it is from sprinting. So I've been working on that. There's a doctor on YouTube. His name is Dr. Sean O'Mara, or O'Mara, however you want to say it. And that is who I've learned this from. So if anybody is interested in checking that out, definitely go watch him. He's got some couple interesting videos. Some of them are a little different. But yeah, Dr. Sean O'Mara on YouTube, sprinting. Tracy says, oh, sorry, Brain. How long do you walk tonight? I was probably walking for about a half hour. Well, yeah, I've been in the truck a couple minutes, and I started the live stream probably about 5 minutes after I started. So 35 minutes tonight. Tracy says, is your son enjoying preschool? He is. He's getting to do lots of activities. Today he brought home a painting, and he also had they started with the first letter finally in the alphabet. It was A, and he had some pictures of different things that start with A, and he colored some pages, and sounds like he's having fun. He's got a cousin that goes with him. Okay. Carnivore Scott says, of course, if you use an automatic belt-fed weapon, then you have lots of chances to hit your target. But I know what you mean. All right, yeah. You had me thinking something else there for a second. Yeah, if you have a machine gun, as we know, it can be highly, is the word inaccurate? Yeah, you can shoot it. You can shoot, but you're just going to waste a lot of bullets and time, right? Whereas if you have a target and you make your goal, essentially it's like a sniper. You can aim exactly to your goal instead of going here, 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 here. Actually, I want to do this. And, oh, over here, and then back this way. Yeah. So by intentionality, having your set goals, you know how to get there. And yeah, some people it works for them, some people it doesn't. Everybody is different. All right, let's see. Where was I? Okay, Carnivore Scott there. Lisa's Blessed Life says, since I had COVID, my breathing is bad and noticeable. Working out is probably the solution, but getting past the fear of breathing heavily in front of others keeps me from doing it. I understand that. Many things I prefer not to, I seem to be in my head a lot more than I realize. And I will do things intentionally not to make other people feel weird, or not to very conscious of others and what they're thinking of me, and it keeps me from doing things at times. But my recommendation for you, Lisa, is I don't know your full health issues, so if your breathing is at the point where it's it's a health hazard or a risk, you might want to talk to a doctor about that. But my recommendation is maybe starting with some walking around the house. I don't know your activity level right now, but that would keep you out of the way of others if that's something that's major for you. Just walking through the house sounds ridiculous, but if you have a long house, you can get some decent walking in. Yeah, well, hopefully you'll get a start on it here soon. If you're feeling motivated. Brainwood says, nice. Carnivore Scott says, yes, it is the visceral fat. All right, thank you for that. It can form in the ectopic manner. Ectopic manner. I'm guessing that means on or around. On the external area of an organ like the liver, heart, or kidneys. Not good. I agree. And I was shocked by his videos when I first saw them. And one of them, it demonstrates, let me get some, my lights aren't working here, but we still got a little bit of light. He demonstrated in his video how just one person who cut out all processed foods, and the change that guy had in his body scan was amazing, just from cutting that out. And then the other one that really made an impact on me was he had a guy that was running long distance only. I believe it was like, I don't want to say 10 miles a day. Scott, you might remember. Feel free to put it in the comments if you want to. But he was running long distance, and he was doing it for, he was consistent with it for a while. So he was considered a long-term or a long-distance runner. And they had him switch to sprinting, and his visceral fat dropped. So you could see it in the scans. If anyone didn't hear me earlier, Dr. Sean O'Mara on YouTube talks about this, incorporating sprinting into your exercise routine if you can. I understand not everybody can, or maybe you're building up to that. So I shot them out of the helicopters, etc. Not sure what that one's about. Carnivore Scott says with tracers, fun times not. Okay, I'm guessing this is with your military stuff. Brian Wood says, have you been in a helicopter? All right, so Brian's asked some questions. Matthew Tremblay, hello. Welcome to the stream. First time in the stream here, first stream for me on the channel. Good to see you in here. Carnivore Scott says, I was in the Air Force for 20 years and did Army support for about 8 years. Awesome. Yes, Scott, we've told you before. Thank you for your time in the service. Lisa's Blessed Life says it's asthma. All right. Lisa, I'm sure you've heard this, but have you had improvements? Like dramatic improvements by being in the low carb carnivore keto sphere, I should call it, or has it been helping you with this? I'm curious to know. Laura Conway says, hi, Matthew. Yes, Carnivore Scott. Hello. Carnivore Scott says, okay, he's talking back to her. I have asthma as well, along with some sleep apnea. Just call me lucky, right? Yeah, Scott, has your sleep apnea improved dramatically as well? Are you still using your mask, or is it something you're still on for now? And what's your plans going forward? Limitless Lindy, hello. Welcome to this live stream. Appreciate you coming. We're talking about a variety of things right now. Mostly, I'd say, struggles that we've had on our ways of eating, whichever one you're on. How was your day? Yes. All right. Slimness Lindley, Carnivore fan. Carnivore Scott says, yes, very long distances, but not sure if it was 10 miles per day or not. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I should watch it again. But yeah, it was amazing. His body, within like 2 or 3 months, I think it transformed. Even though he was a long distance runner, his body changed. You know, one of the best examples I've seen about this is look at your long distance runners. I'm gonna shut my window here real quick. Look at your long distance runners, their body shape, and then look at sprinters. And I've never made this connection until this doctor pointed it out in his videos. You can see the difference. This guy runs long distance and he trains for it. He's been doing it for years. Look at him. He looks like a skinny rail. And then you look at sprinters and they're all jacked. They're full of muscles. They look in good shape. Not just, their body, but physical shape. It looks like they've been in the gym. It's crazy. All right, got some more connections going on here. Brainwood Plus, that'd be my brother, I believe. He says, I'm eating about one to two low carb meals a day. I teach PE and coach football. Walk 24,000 to 30,000 steps per day on a work day. Starving by lunch. How often do you eat and do you pack a lunch? All right. That is crazy that you are starving by lunch. I think you're getting a lot more exercise or steps in than I am. 24, yeah, that is so many steps. 24,000 to 30,000 steps. Very active on your feet for sure. So yeah, you said starving by lunch. Do you drink anything in the morning? I know you drink coffee, but I can't remember if you do cream in yours or not. Usually I'm not starving by lunch, but I'm getting hungry. Like I actually, since being back on carnivore, I actually once again feel some hunger signals, which before you don't feel it. When you're eating carbs and sugar, for many people, you don't have those signals. They get interrupted. And that's something on carnivore I actually feel again, which is crazy to think about. You asked me, how often do you eat and do you pack a lunch? So I'm still drinking coffee in the morning. And then by lunchtime, which is usually 11:30 to 1-ish, that's when I have my first meal. And I'm not eating beef, butter, bacon, eggs anymore as far as strictly, but I have added, let's say, a pork back in, brats. I do have some mustard occasionally. But yeah, mostly beef, butter, bacon, eggs, pork, brats, occasionally cheese, but we know how that goes. All right, let me continue on here. I'm probably getting behind. We have 14 people in here, so thank you guys for being here on this first live stream. Where are we at? Oh, you also asked, do I pack a lunch? No, I don't. I'm 8 to 10 minutes away from work. I just drive home for lunch. Christine Cooper, welcome. Haven't seen you in here yet. So no asthma for me since carnivore. Hi from NZ. I'm going to guess that's, you mean New Zealand? Sorry if I'm wrong on that. I don't think there's any states with NZ. I could be wrong, sorry. Lisa's Blessed Life. Yes, I have. That's awesome. It has improved your asthma. That is awesome. Do you have any details on that? Because I have not experienced asthma, so I don't quite understand what are the major issues with that and how you can tell us how it's helped you. That'd be cool. Limitless Lindy says, I managed 45 minutes on the treadmill on Monday. Was so pleased with myself, but couldn't walk for 2 days. Yep. Dodgy hip. All right. Yep. That's what happens. Sometimes we get out and do something finally, and you're excited, and your body says, hey there, don't forget. Don't forget, I'm still learning to do all this, and I'm getting back into the groove here. I did that to myself. If you've watched some of my videos, when I got into sprinting, I got a little overzealous, is that the word? And did my sprints, felt fine. I got warmed up, I did my stretching, did some sprints, felt fine, and the next 2 or 3 days, I was very sore. My hips, my core, my arms, my calves, my quads, my hams, which goes back to sprinting hits all the parts of your body. That's why it's so good. So yeah, you had a dodgy hip, I bet. Do you have other you've had hip issues, I'm guessing? Trevor Scott says, my sleep apnea has improved, but I not only have the obstructive sleep apnea, not familiar with that, Scott, but you said, but also central sleep apnea. My brain forgets to breathe. Huh. I am not well versed in sleep apnea stuff. I should do some more research on that. That's interesting. Your brain actually forgets to breathe. That sounds kind of scary. So I'm guessing you didn't answer it here, and maybe in below, but are you still using your machine? I'm guessing you are, because that doesn't sound good. If your brain forgets to breathe, that's crazy. All right, my weight loss life says, how's everyone doing? I'm doing well. First live stream, things are going good. And I'm sure everybody else is doing pretty good here. What else? Limitless Lindy, life all good here. Yep. I think the man who did the long distance runner did lose his visceral fat. Then a follow-up MRI showed an increase in visceral fat. Turned out he had stopped sprinting. Oh, okay. I think I remember something like that. I don't remember all the details. Yeah. Okay. We got BRB from Carnivore Scott. All right, Scott. And we have another one that says, I don't know what that means, Brian. Kriya. Brainwood Plus says cream, and I try to pack lunch, but some days way more hungry than others. Huh. Could be your body is digging farther into your fat stores by the time you get to lunch versus me, where I'm not as active as you are. And so by the time you get to lunch, your body's telling you like, hey, you may want to eat something now because, I've been using your fat sources, but, some food would be good as well. Christine says, yep, New Zealand. Awesome. I was right. Brian Wood says, it's getting real dark even for me, and do watch your own videos. Oh, of course, when you edit a video, you end up watching your videos about 20 to 100 times, depending on how much you edit. So by the time you're done editing your videos, you're sick of watching it. At least that's how it is for me. Carnivore Scott says, obstructive sleep apnea is a lot to do with being heavy. I don't use my machine as often as I should. I have some PTSD with being in a large tent fire. I wake up thinking I'm on fire again. Wow. I'm sure I never experienced anything like that, but I'm sure that is a scary deal. Tent fire. So I'm guessing these were in your military days. That's probably a story for another time, but that would be, I'm sure that played a big role in your sleeping PTSD, etc. So Carnivore Scott, for those of you that don't know, he is about the same size as me, 6'4", 6'5", and I think 280, 285, somewhere there. He's about the same size as me. Yep, parting gifts from my time with the Army. Yep. And now, Scott, you said, from what I've seen, you said let me see if I got this right. Disabled from military. I think that's what I remember. And I'm just curious, does that relate to this fire here that you're talking about? Hi, Hoosier. Welcome to the stream here. We are just talking about some random stuff here. Scott's telling us a story about, well, he had a large tent fire and he has some PTSD from that in the military. And then we have my brother and nephew in here talking about their diet and some of their weight stuff. What else were we talking about here? Do I watch my own videos? Oh yeah, packing lunch. It's crazy. I don't know how many steps I get a day right now. I would guess my average day is 8,000, maybe high on the 10 at work. I'd say, yeah, if I don't exercise at all, it's probably no more than 10,000. So my brother that's in here, he is doubling, almost tripling my steps in a day. Okay, Brainwood Plus says, how much? Not sure how much what. A Woodster Plus. Yes, the fire and other stuff bound to happen after 20 years. Oh, I see what you're saying. 20 years into, yep. After being in it for 20 years, yeah, something was bound to happen. That's crazy. Well, I don't know all of your circumstances on that, but it seems to be that you're still highly functional and that you got out somewhat unscathed to a degree that I know of. So that is a blessing. Brainwood says, I don't have a diet. That's all right, Brian. You are very young and you are still learning. Just know, as a young person, that what you learn in school and what you learn from others and your friends doesn't mean, just because they told you, it doesn't mean it's true. And you will do more research on your own as you get older, but as your dad can tell you as well, as your uncle, me, there's a lot of things that are not right in the health and, oh, I got lost a light here, in the health and diet, etc. community. So keep that in mind as you're growing up. Brainwood Plus, how much weight have you lost to date and what was your starting weight? Okay, so let me answer that in the long way. Let's see. So when I started this in last October, I was at 330. The lowest I've got in these last, I think we're on week 6 now, back on. The lowest I've hit is 288 point something. And right now I'm still fluctuating up about 291 to 293-ish. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Starting weight, yeah. So the starting weight on these last 6 weeks was 315.4. So I think total weight lost, it was 315.4 down to 280, let's call it 289. So that's 11 and 15, about 26 pounds. If you count total, then you can go up another 14.6 pounds. So whatever that is. Lisa's Blessed Life says the difference is in how far I can go before being out of breath. There's also a huge difference in how hard I breathe when I do get out of breath. That is correct. I've noticed that with myself too. There's someone out here walking their dog. I've noticed that as well, where since sprinting or since being on carnivore, that my breath, the time it takes to recover after doing exercise or movement is minimal. And I can't tell you if that's from sprinting or if it's from carnivore specifically, or if it's a mix of both. So that is very interesting that you've noticed that as well, Lisa. Carnivore Scott says it's all in God's hands, and you are so right. I have many friends who don't have all their limbs, etc. But indeed, I am highly favored and abundantly blessed. That's right, Scott. It's exactly what I was saying. Not to diss or downplay any of your health issues from it, but you seem to be highly functional still, so that's awesome. I'm gonna have to call this in just a few minutes. My wife was texting me here, and I believe I'm missing one of the kids going to bed, so didn't plan on going this long. I didn't think we'd get a large amount of viewers. After 5 minutes, we were still at 0, so I about shut it down. I'm glad I didn't. I just didn't, and like I said, I didn't want to be talking to nobody for 20 minutes. So Lisa's Blessed Life says, I am in vocal therapy because my voice never recovered from COVID pneumonia. So my talking voice and singing voice always sounds like I am sick, even though I'm not. We work on breathing a lot. That's interesting, Lisa. So vocal therapy. So you actually have a vocal therapist, I'm guessing, that you go to, and you train your voice or you work on it. That is interesting. I have never heard of that. As far as having, especially recovering from, says COVID pneumonia. Okay, so Carver Scott says I hit 278 this morning. So you are 10 pounds, 11 pounds below my lowest. Awesome, Scott. We are not racing, but maybe we are. We'll see. We may have to set a goal here and see who can get there. Day 56 for me of carnivore. I need to do my math and figure out where I'm at. I know I'm somewhere around 6 weeks. So somewhere around, let's just say 42 days. So you're a little bit ahead of me on days. Carver Scott, yep, hair therapy. Have a good evening. All right. Brainwood says, oh, I weigh 62 pounds. Just checked. That is awesome, Brain. You're doing very well. Limitless Lindy, enjoy your night. Thank you, Carver Scott. Good night. Good night, Scott. Yes. I guess you were, have a good evening. I'm not sure if you were leaving or if you were referring to what I said. Let's see here. Enjoy your family. Yes, thank you. Lisa's Blessed Life. Yes, I do. Okay. Nice hearing from you, Woodster 72. Yes. So I guess we'll go ahead and call it a night here. I better get going here. So I appreciate you guys coming to watch for the first live stream. Apologize for the darkness here. I did my best to stay out of the wind for you guys. Good to see you, Mike, Florida. I'm not familiar with you, but I hope you come back next time. And may have to check out your channel if you have one. Brian Wood Plus says, proud of you, brother. Got a game tomorrow. I better hit the sack. So proud of you. I better hit the sack. I keep up the good work, and thanks for influencing me to get back to this. You are very welcome. Thank you, and I'm just as proud of you because it's not easy. Diet is the hardest thing I've dealt with, I think, in my life. Sunday is my 6-month carniversary. Good job, Hoosier. You are doing awesome. You are what? So you're like 4.5 months, a little bit farther than me, back on the journey. Pretty long live stream. Bye. All right, guys. And good night, everyone. Be blessed. Yes, thank you again for coming, and we will do this again another time. And we'll talk to you later. Thank you.